What's the crack, boys? Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is cementing himself as the next superstar that's up next. Canada recently just came third in the World Cup. Shai was undoubtedly the leader of that team, having a 31-12 game against Team USA to secure the bronze. Shout out Dylan Brooks, he's embracing that villain role. He had a 39-point game as well, but what Shai did in that World Cup was absolutely sensational. Shai is riding the momentum he built up last season, undoubtedly having the best year of his career, averaging 31, 5.5 assists, and nearly 5 rebounds, on 50% shooting and 90% free throw shooting. Made the All-NBA first team last season as well as first All-Star appearance, helped lead the Thunder to a play-in spot, when they were ahead of schedule, getting 40 wins, obviously under 500. Shai was a huge part of that in MVP talks, and now it makes you think, will he make that next leap up? He definitely has the tools for it. OKC has the surrounding players to help him with that, with the coaching staff and everything, and the huge momentum they have, with all their draft picks to trade for another superstar as well. Shai could legitimately win MVP next year. I know that might be a hot take. People on Twitter have been saying he's a bit overrated. I disagree. I generally one of the best players in the NBA. Top 12 at least. Top 15 bare minimum. So many things make Shai great. I think his mid-range game might be his best attribute out of his whole skill set. Such an elite mid-range shooter in an era where it's not actually favorable to shoot the mid-range. People shy away from it. He's very good at getting people off balance, literally breaking ankles. We saw what he did in the World Cup. His finishing and his slashing is absolutely elite. Can hit you with anything once he gets to the rim. Underhand scoops, floaters, all this sort of crazy acrobatic stuff. And he's good at drawing fouls, and obviously sometimes he won't, but we know he is a 90% free throw shooter, so his amazing ball handling and ball control, is quite hypnotic when he's going for the dribble, trying to fake out the defense, leaves people on the floor with skates. Like we said, see what he does in the World Cup. He controls the game of it, whether he's looking to try and score or he's, changing the whole dynamic of the way the defense is surrounding his teammates, which is opening the floor for them or for him to, run into space or make a move or create his own shot. One of the best two-way players at his position. He's a 6'6" guard, huge wingspan, can get the blocks, can get the steals. Obviously, was one of the first players, alongside the all-time greats to have, 30+ points per game, a block and a steal. He's got great anticipation skills, very physical, and is a huge pest on defense, and will be making All-NBA defensive teams in his career. With Shai as their best player, OKC are quite ahead of schedule, especially with all the other players they have apart from Shai, which could honestly take away from his chance of winning MVP just because of how well the other core players are. Josh Giddey, Chet Holmgren, Jalen Williams, and Lu Dort just to surround Shai as the main core players. Not to mention their other role players. You've got Isaiah Joe, who is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league. Doc Rivers, oh my, obviously you can tell I'm a Sixers fan. Doc Rivers let him go. I can't let it go. Obviously got guys like Pokashevsky, probably said that wrong, Trey Mann, and Kenrick Williams. Not to mention the rookie Cason Wallace, who's he's going to be a great two-way player. Definitely known for his defense. He will be in their rotation, hopefully by the start of the season, but I know come mid-season onwards, he's going to be a regular person off their bench. Solid for them. Like, their overall team is amazing. I can definitely see the Thunder making the playoffs, not just the play-in playoffs, that 6th seed, 5th seed area. A lot of teams do come out to surprise. Obviously last year was the Sacramento Kings. Don't be surprised if OKC is that team that comes out, flourishes. They're great coaching. Obviously, like I said, I've just named so many good players there. Plus leading Shai, it's honestly feels like it's written in the stars for him to be good next season. I think one good thing about Shai, which obviously this is mainly about him riding to superstardom, but the MVP is he can definitely win MVP next season. He is so clutch. Last season he had multiple game winners, and obviously the clutch shots. He literally has that clutch gene in him. That's going to be a huge part to winning MVP. How many games he will decide just by in the last few seconds to give OKC. He must have added at least 5 wins to OKC, bare minimum 5 wins, just from a last 30 seconds of a game, him being clutch. I think really the only negative side of his game, maybe his 3-point shooting. He doesn't exactly shoot it a lot. He can hit it. We've seen it World Cup, in the NBA, off memory, the Washington Wizards game, step backs. His jump shot is so clean as well. Like, his jump shot is clean as fuck. Literally just, it's satisfying. It reminds me of Halliburton's, but not exactly. Very similar archetypes.
So maybe he can shoot the threes more. I think that would open the game a lot more. The players are anticipating, inside the D, where he's going to make a move, slash the rim or pass out, create some play out of nothing, or just hit a mid-range, do some crazy move and hit a mid-range. So if they can add the free ball, which obviously teams are like, you're still going to be aware of the threat. He can still hit it. 34% shooter, kind of average, but he can hit it in those clutch moments. So if you can just add that, turn that up to like 37% plus, I think I can open the game so much for him and his teammates. I think Chet Holmgren playing as well, that'll be a great duo. Also, Josh Giddey is such a fantastic player. I expect him to have a jump as well, triple-double machine. His shooting is going to be a lot better this season, I believe. Jalen Williams, he is just a brute two-way player. Like, their team is just constructed. Lou Dort as well. Like, we forget what Lou Dort did Game 7 against the Rockets. They have such a good team. OKC, literally going to be on the rise. I will make a standings prediction soon. At this moment in time, just off the head, I'm saying a 6-seed playoff. They make the playoffs. Big coming from Shea. I guess 6-seed. Obviously, Jokic won it when he had basically no one on the team. So maybe Shea doesn't win MVP, but he will be in conversation. I kind of have to go higher. Shea will be that superstar player. I absolutely have no doubt about that. Prediction for stats, I'll say 33 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds.